Hi, Natalia.
Hi,
How are you?
hello.
How are you
I'm
doing?
fine, thank you.
Oh, and we've got Adela here too. Hi, Adela.
Hello,
How are
Maureen.
you?
Fine, thanks. Thanks for asking.
And we've got Elcio here. Hi, Elcio. Oh, you said you're coming later? Okay, cool. Laszlo's here too. Hi, Laszlo.
Hi teacher, how are you?
I'm good. Let me tell you, it's been a crazy day. We have a power
What happened?
outage. The power went out in my house, so
Ooh.
we didn't have any electricity. So we also didn't have any hot water,
Eee.
or we couldn't cook anything,
Mhm.
and there was no internet, no Wi-Fi.
Azt.
So as most of you can see, I'm not in my house. I'm at my friend's house.
Mhm.
I had to pick up everything and move to my friend's house for today just to do my lessons.
And uh, were it repaired? No.
Well, they said they'll turn on the power later today, so hopefully it'll be fixed by tomorrow. But it's kind of fun to have a different setting for my class.
Mhm.
I'm in my friend's kitchen while she's at work. And we've got Joao here with us. Hi, Joao.
Hi teacher, how are you?
Good, good. I was just telling everyone that my electricity went out, but I've got a new
Oh,
spot today. Yeah, it's okay. It's you know, that's life.
okay. Good.
I've had much worse days. And let's see, we've got a couple of new students with us. YC Abdullah here. Hi, Abdullah from before.
Hi,
Hi, where are you from?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay. Welcome to my class.
Thank you.
Have you done any verbling classes before?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Welcome. And we've also got Osama. Hi, Osama. Okay, just 2 minutes? Sure. And also Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Welcome back.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good. It's been an interesting day. So one thing that happened is because I had a power outage at my house, so my internet was not working, and neither was my printer, so I could not get the materials for our class today. Today's class is going to be on health and medical vocabulary, so we're still going to do that, but we are going to do a different lesson than what I had planned. So we'll try to do that, and then maybe if we have time, we'll turn this into a bit of a game and see how it goes. That's what we're doing today. All right, so as I just said, we're doing a lesson on health and medical vocabulary. So this is very useful if you are ever traveling in the United States or in a place where they speak English and you have something go wrong. For example, you have an accident or you get sick. You need to go to the doctor or go to a hospital and explain what's wrong. So this hopefully will help you explain what's wrong, and you might learn some new terms, and we're going to practice by playing a game. All right. So here's the link to the page I'm using. You can see in chat, and I'll put it in the Verbling chat too, if anyone else wants to follow along. And I'll turn on my screen share so you can see these common ailments. All right. Whoops. Do that. Just 1 second. Okay, so you can see in the common ailments, we've got this woman up here, and what is she doing? She looks like she's got something going on with her nose. Does anyone know what's going on with her?
Her
Sí.
nose is flowing.
Okay, so there's actually a way that we say that, not flowing, but we say the nose is running.
Running.
The nose is running, okay?
Running nose.
She has a,
Say this.
yeah, instead of saying a running nose, we use the adjective runny nose.
Running.
She
Okay.
has a runny nose, and maybe she had to sneeze, and then she had to blow her nose. So when your nose is runny, you have to blow it into a tissue.
Yeah.
Okay. And when do you get a runny nose? What makes you have a runny nose?
When you have a cold.
When you have a cold, that's probably the most common time when you have a runny nose and you have to sneeze.
Or has a flu.
Sometimes when
Maybe.
you have the flu, you have a runny nose. But
Allergy.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Can you repeat that, Adela?
Allergy.
Yeah, when you have an allergy. So, for example, in the springtime, many people have what are called seasonal allergies. The pollen in the air, the thing that comes off of trees and flowers, makes people have to sneeze. So, do you have seasonal allergies, Adela?
No.
No?
I
Oh, you're very lucky. I have seasonal allergies. Does anyone else have seasonal allergies?
My brother.
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
one.
Yes, I have in August.
Oh, okay. In the more in the end of summer, fall time. Something you might not know, allergies are different in North America than they are in Europe. So if you have allergies in the if you live in the United States and you have allergies, you won't have them when you live in Europe, and vice versa. So if you have really bad allergies, Laszlo, you should consider moving to North America, and you won't have them anymore.
Yeah. Thanks.
Because the pollen is different, and
It's a radical solution.
it's a bit of a radical solution. You might try some medicine. So the medicine you take when you have allergies, this isn't really a word you need to know, but in case you do have allergies, you can get what's called an antihistamine.
Antihistamine.
Can everyone repeat after me? Antihistamine.
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 Good. Yeah, that's the medicine you take to cure your allergies. So in the springtime, I take one antihistamine in the morning because my allergies are not very serious.
Spray or pills?
I take the pills. I take something called Benadryl, which is usually it makes people very sleepy, but it does not affect me that way. All right, and how about the woman to her right? This woman here, what's wrong with her?
Sore throat.
Okay.
She has sore throat.
She has a sore throat. Very good. All right. So a sore throat is when it is very difficult to swallow, and your throat can hurt for several days. So what causes a sore throat?
She ate a lot of ice cream.
Yeah. She ate a lot of ice cream. Actually, that might be a good solution to a sore throat, is eat lots of ice cream. So she could have something called...
viruses.
Yeah, she could have a virus. She could have something called tonsillitis, which is a virus that infects the tonsils, the muscle. They're not muscles, I don't know what they are, but part of your throat. So for my students who I had to cancel some lessons, not last week, but the week before, because I had tonsillitis.
When you cannot speak.
When you can't speak. That's a sore throat. So what can you do for a sore throat? Is there medicine you can take, or perhaps something you can eat?
You can eat some candies.
Yeah.
Specific.
You should have some
Yeah.
Food poisoning.
Well, that might affect your stomach more than your throat. But these candies that you said, Natalia, there's a specific word for them, and it's called a lozenge.
Lozenge.
And that's that's something. It's like a candy, and sometimes it has eucalyptus oil in it. It's supposed to help you feel better, especially for your throat. So they can even sometimes be called a throat lozenge.
For example, honey with lemon or
Yes,
honey.
that's what I always have. I have hot water with honey and lemon. That's the best cure, in my opinion. Are there any special cures? It's more natural. That's true. Are there any special cures in any of your countries?
Thymus tea.
Is there a specific kind of tea?
Yes, it's, I don't know, in
Linden tea is helpful, I think.
It's a type of tomillo in for.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. I know that there's a good kind of tea for the stomach ache, but we haven't got to that yet. Okay. Oh, thyme. Yeah, we'll have to look that one up. Thyme, like the spice?
Yes, thyme. You a tea is good because the thyme is disinfect to the have the possibility to disinfect.
Oh, great. Yeah. So it's a disinfectant. That's a good word to know. A disinfectant, anything that helps cure an infection, is called a disinfectant. And also when you have cleaning supplies that kill bacteria, and those are called disinfectants. That's true. And Laszlo suggests tea with rum. And I said, that's a great idea. Usually I have a drink called...
It's the best time.
Yeah, it's a good time for that. I have a drink when I'm sick, or when I have a sore throat, I have a drink called a hot toddy, which is hot tea, lemon, honey, and whiskey.
Me.
It's the best drink for curing a sore throat, or just on a cold winter night as well. All right. And how about this next woman in this row here? What's wrong with her?
Headache maybe.
She has
Looks
headache.
Yeah, she's got a headache. And there's another term for when you have a really bad headache. Does anyone know that word?
Jaqueca.
You have a headache, and then a really bad headache is called a migraine. Yeah,
Migraine.
a migraine.
Migraine.
Yeah.
I don't ever have migraines, but I sometimes will have a headache.
Disinfectant.
Does anyone else get migraines or headaches?
Yes, I have sometimes.
When do you get headaches, Natalia?
When one time on a month or two sometimes. It's really bad.
Yeah. Do you get them for any specific reason?
No, maybe it's, I am stress or
Stressed. Yeah.
or tired, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But um, I don't know because I don't know for what for you know
Yeah, it's hard to know the reason.
yeah. My grandmother she has to
Oh, she has them
so
as well. Yeah.
yeah she has it's uh, um, it's something of the family.
Yeah. You can say that it runs in the family. That's how it runs in the family. Hi,
Yeah.
Elcio. How are you?
I'm fine, Maureen. Sorry for my little age.
That's okay. I'm glad you're here. We're talking about getting headaches and migraines. Do you ever
Okay.
get a headache?
Some in my pen, my
Mm-hmm.
back pen.
Oh, back pain. Okay, so we'll wait to get down to this guy here. I sometimes get a headache when I don't have any coffee. I think that means I'm addicted to caffeine.
No, I think the pills for the headache for migraines
Mm-hmm.
are caffeine because it's good to the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the caffeine is good for headaches because what it does is it makes your blood vessels smaller. So it says that it
Yes,
constricts your
yes,
blood vessels. Hmm.
be, because normally when I had a headache, a migraine,
Hmm.
this is after a stress situation.
Yes.
When relax is when I had the a bad headache.
Hmm.
The caffeine constrict is vasoconstrictor. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah. We use the same term in English, vasoconstrictor, but that's a very
Okay.
medical term, vasoconstrictor.
The alcohol make feels worse.
Yes.
Yeah,
Makes it feel worse.
yeah. If
El
you
chocolate.
drink some beer or something like that, I
Hmm.
feel um, bad, really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you also will have a hangover maybe. Um, all right. And how about this woman here? What's wrong with her?
Cough. He
Hmm.
had bad cough.
Yeah, she has a cough. Okay, so even though it's spelled like this, it's pronounced like it. The GH makes a sound. Cough.
Cough.
Hmm. So what causes a cough?
She maybe smoke too much.
She might smoke cigarettes and then she has a long cough. That's pretty bad for your lungs. She also might have a cold and she can't get rid of the phlegm, which is um, it's a gross word, but I think it's probably worth knowing. I just don't know how to spell it.
Mm.
Okay, I looked it up. Phlegm. So phlegm is like when you need to cough something up, basically the mucus that's in your throat, you need to cough it out. You need to get it up and out, and that is called phlegm. And it's a gross word, but hey, sometimes bodies are gross. Were you going to say something, Adela?
No, it's when you no
Yeah. And you have to get it out. That's
yeah.
called clearing your throat. And sometimes it involves coughing and sometimes not. Okay, so Elcio, what's this next guy? What's wrong with him?
Back pain.
And what causes back pain?
Stress.
Stress. Yeah, that's true.
The best positions.
So bad positions, and there's a good way to describe that. That's your posture. meaning how you sit and how you stand, whether you keep your shoulders back and sit up straight is your posture. So a bad posture definitely causes backaches. What else?
Heavy weight lifting.
Yeah.
Carrying.
Hereditary.
Yeah, weightlifting. Also,
Pastor.
Hereditary.
It could be hereditary.
hereditary. Okay, yeah, it could be. I think it's also sometimes a bad mattress. When you sleep on a lumpy mattress. Back pain is pretty bad. I had back pain for a long time, but it was my chair that I sat in at my desk. So I got a new chair. Okay, go ahead.
I had to
Ergonomic,
work.
no?
Sorry.
Okay, let's go with Adela first and then Natalia.
You need an ergonomic chair, no?
Yes, I wish I had an ergonomic chair, but unfortunately I just got a chair with a very strong back, not a weak back. Okay, and Natalia, what were you going to say?
I had bad back pain too, but now I make yoga. It's so good for that.
Yeah. Okay,
I
so
feel very better now.
yeah, that's great. Yoga and Pilates are supposed to be really great for back pain.
Yeah.
I like yoga, but I want to try Pilates because I think it's a better workout. Have you ever tried Pilates?
No, I never tried. I'm swimming. I love swimming, but violent, no, never tried. But someday.
Yeah, maybe someday. Those are very good exercises for your back. Yoga and swimming are excellent exercises for your back. Natalia, have we talked about the difference between to do and to make?
No.
Okay, so just for all of you students, a good tip to know is when you are referring to something that is creating something, then you usually use to make, okay? When you're talking about completing an action, then you want to use to do, okay? So you said that you make yoga, but that's more of completing an action. So it'd be much better to say you do yoga.
You do. Okay.
Because you are just completing the action of doing yoga. There isn't anything that
Sounds
has
better.
been, yeah, there isn't anything that has been created, okay? There's nothing that has come out of that process. So to do yoga is better. Okay, and what's happening here? This woman, something's wrong with her. What's wrong with her?
Has a toothache or toothache.
Good. She has a toothache. All right, a toothache. Something's wrong with one of her teeth, and it's really hurting her, and she has to go somewhere. Where does she go to get a toothache fixed? Not the doctor.
Dentist.
The dentist. Very good. Yeah, so she goes to the dentist to get her tooth fixed. And sometimes when your tooth really hurts, it means you have to get a surgery called a root canal. Has anyone heard this term before, a root canal?
Yes.
It's where they have to, well, you know, I don't know what they do. Elcio, do you know what they do when they do a root canal?
Yes, it's terrible.
Oh, will you tell us about it?
It's I don't know the correct words, but the dentists take
A big nail in my mouth.
Ooh. Yeah, so the word is probably a drill.
A drill.
Oh, That's terrible.
Yeah. I hate dentist.
Dig a hole with a drill.
And you only enjoy the problem.
Yeah. So they have to knock you out, right? They have to give you some gas to make you fall asleep.
No,
No? Oh, that must be why it's so painful.
and no common in Brazil, guess. No?
Uh-huh. So you're awake the whole time?
They use a type of anesthesia.
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, so
Anesthesia.
they give you anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
I hope I spelled that right. I see. Oh, I hope I never have to have a root canal, and I hope this poor woman does not have to have one either. Okay, and how about this last one? What's happening here?
A twister, no, the ankle.
Uh-huh, okay. So when you are running and you turn your ankle the wrong way, we call that to twist your ankle. And that causes you to have something called a sprain. Have you heard this term before? You can also say to sprain your ankle. And that means that you didn't break any bones, but you pulled the muscle in a way that harmed the muscle. And you can also, sometimes you can get a small break in the bone, and that's called a fracture. A fracture.
Fracture.
Okay.
But usually with a fracture, you would have to have your foot in a cast. Okay, a cast is like the plaster covering that stays on for 4 to 6 weeks. And this is just a bandage. What they have on their foot here is called a bandage. So I'm guessing that's just a sprain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever sprained your ankle? Let's see. Yeah, has everyone here? I'm sure we've all done it at some point.
One time, I in the mountain, I twisted my ankle. I have a sprain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a bad sprain once too. It was my last day in Spain when I studied abroad in Spain, and I was running on the beach and I twisted my ankle, and I was fine, but I couldn't walk. And then on the plane, I took a plane back to California the next day, and my foot swelled up. It swelled up to twice the size.
Oh.
And it looked really gross.
Mm-hmm.
So I went straight from the plane to the hospital, but it was fine. I was okay. Oh, Osama says that his leg got broken last Friday. I'm sorry to hear that, Osama. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's like actually a motorcycle hit me when I was crossing the road or the street.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That's horrible.
It's incredibly amazing. Incredibly bad, you know.
Yeah. Are you feeling okay?
Right now I'm struggling a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm suffering.
Oh, well, I'm surprised you wanted to come to this class, though, because I imagine you wouldn't want to think about it.
I didn't get it. What do you mean exactly?
Yeah. Well, hopefully the person who hit you will have to, do like a settlement or something and pay you some money.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. In France, we have a law, which means, I will get some money, of course, yeah.
Yeah, good. Well, at least that can come of it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so do you have a cast?
A cast? What does that mean?
That's the plaster covering on your leg that helps it heal?
No, I don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fracture in fibula.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not that dangerous,
Oh, okay. How long will it take to heal?
Doctor told me that 2 weeks to 3 weeks maybe.
Oh, okay. So it's not too serious.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope you feel better soon.
Oh, thank you. But I just have to use crutches in order to walk. So
Mm-hmm.
absolutely incredibly difficult for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be difficult to get around. Do you have a lot of stairs in your home?
No.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
That's a relief. I remember when I was in France, I went to a friend's house and they lived on the 9th floor and there was no elevator. So you had to climb all of the stairs every time you wanted to go in or out of the building.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like
It's a hard job.
exercising every day. It was in Paris, that's right, Osama, it was in Paris. I think they built the houses before they invented the elevator.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to our medical terms. So we've covered a lot of these, but we're going to go over these ailments. All right. So can I get someone to read let's see, number 1 through 4, please. Let's hear from Hannah. Could you read numbers 1 through 4? Hannah, are you there? Okay. Let's try. Oh, David's here. Hi, David. You want to read 1 through 4, please? We've covered a lot of these, but we're going to go.
Hi, teacher. Okay.
Hi. So,
Hi.
hi. Will you read numbers 1 through 4, please?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Bruise, backache, fever, high blood pressure.
Good. Okay. So we're going to go over pronunciation of these. The first one is bruise.
Bruise.
Everyone repeat after me. Bruise.
Bruise.
The second one is backache.
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 Okay. Third is fever.
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 And number 4, high blood pressure.
High blood pressure.
High blood pressure.
Blood pressure.
Good. So what do all these mean? What is a bruise? Is everyone familiar with that term?
No.
Okay, so a bruise is like a black spot on your skin where you got hit. So if you are hit with a ball, it will leave a bruise.
Okay.
Or like sometimes it's black and sometimes it's purple and then it changes to blue, and that's why we have this term when we talk about someone who's very injured. We say they were black and blue, meaning they had lots of bruises. Okay, and a backache, we all covered that before, when your back hurts because you have bad posture or you have a bad mattress or you sit in your chair at work all day. But how about a fever? What's a fever?
Fever is a high temperature.
High temperature. Okay, and how about high blood pressure? What does that mean?
When your heart beats
Very fast.
very fast.
So maybe you don't eat very healthily, or you have a lot of salt or something, and so your blood pumps through your veins very quickly. Okay. All right. And how about numbers 5 through 8? Let's hear from. Let's see, Laszlo, could you read numbers 5 through 8, please?
Yes. Burn, cut, sprain, as in sprained ankle, rash.
Okay, so a burn is when you touch something that's very hot, or perhaps you're close to a fire. And then there's also something called the sunburn, and that's when you stay out in the sun for too long, and your skin turns pink. So as you could probably guess if you've seen my picture, I very easily get sunburns. That's why I use a lot of sunscreen. And what's a cut?
Somebody cut finger or
Yeah, so
other.
just like when you say to cut, like cut anything in the kitchen, you can cut your skin and you get like a opening in your skin of some kind. So it usually bleeds, and we cover it up with, in the United States, something we call a Band-Aid. And if you are familiar with the British term, they call it a plaster. But they only use the term plaster in the United Kingdom. So in the United States, we say Band-Aid. Hi there. We got a new student with us. What's your name?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Talal.
And where are you from?
From Egypt.
Oh, well, welcome to our class.
Thank you.
So we're talking about ailments of the body, health and medical vocabulary. We've already gone over sprain, and that's when you hurt one of your muscles, but it's not broken and it's not torn. But what is a rash? Anyone?
Rash.
A rash is when...
Okay.
You want to try it?
I think a rash, it is a skin lesion, like pupule, or there are different types of skin lesions or skin rash, like eruption in the skin.
Yeah. So basically it's when your skin has a reaction to something, okay? So you can get a rash from certain types of plants. If you have allergies, so we talked about seasonal allergies before. It's very common to get a rash, and that's when your skin is red and itchy and painful. So
Maureen, when you cut your skin, like how you say points when you need points?
When you are punched? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Can you repeat?
When you cut the skin and the cut is deeper, you need more than a bandit or.
Oh, right, of course. Yes.
How do you say?
Those are called stitches.
Okay.
So as Natalia was saying, when you cut yourself or you cut your skin and it's very wide, the cut is very wide or very big, you need something called stitches, and they hold the skin together so it can heal. So they're called stitches, and then in some cases they are also called staples. But they're called staples when they're more serious.
Okay.
So stitches is the more common term, but that was a good question. Have you ever had any stitches?
Some time when I child, but I don't remember. I don't remember.
That's good. You don't remember.
No.
Yeah, when you were a child. I never had any stitches, but I've been a very careful person. Okay, Natalia, why don't you read numbers 9 through 12, please?
Toothache, earache, cough,
good,
and cold.
All right, so we've already covered toothache, when your tooth hurts. So an earache, as you can probably guess, is?
The pain in your ear.
When you have a pain in your ear. That seems to be more common for children and babies.
Yeah.
I used to have many earaches as a child, but not anymore.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it's very strange how that affects kids and then not adults.
Yeah.
Some adults who are swimmers get something called swimmer's ear, and that is a type of earache from swimming in pools with chemicals and getting water in their ear canal, but it's still very uncommon.
Yeah. When I swim only the eyes with glasses because if I don't put the glasses, then hurts me the eyes a lot of a lot. But the ears, I don't need swimmer ears.
Yeah, you don't get swimmer's ear.
No, just the glasses and the hat.
The glasses for swimming are actually called goggles.
Like Google, goggles.
Kind of, but with another G instead of another O. So goggles for swimming in a pool. Yeah, because otherwise the water will hurt your eyes. All right, and we've got cough, which we all know is and cold, which is like the flu, but not a virus. It's when you get some bacteria or infection, and you just have to fight it off. So lots of people have their cure for a cold. Like we talked about before, I might have a hot toddy, but my cure for the cold is orange juice, lots of sleep, and watching TV. Sometimes you just have to wait it out until it's over. Okay, and let's hear from, let's see, Elcio, can you read number 13 through 16, please?
Okay. Stomach ache.
Okay, stomach ache.
Stomach ache. Sore throat. Dizziness. And headache.
Very good. All right, so we know what a stomach ache is. That's when your stomach hurts. And that could be all different types of reasons that you have a stomach ache. So our stomachs hurt when we are hungry, and they hurt when we're full. And a sore throat, we all should know that by now because we covered that earlier. What about dizziness, though? What does it mean, dizziness, or to be dizzy?
I feel dizziness when I drink a lot of wine.
Okay, yeah, that's a good example. People often feel dizzy when they drink a lot of wine or alcohol. So dizziness is where you cannot feel balanced. So you are like you can't walk very well, or your head is very confused. You feel dizzy. Like.
Is it a synonym for drowsy?
No, drowsy means sleepy. So when you're drowsy, you're very tired and you can't focus. But dizziness means that you can't find your balance. So, for example, a lot of times with little kids will spin around, will turn around very quickly to feel dizzy, and then they fall down on the ground. And then there's a related term, which is nauseated, and that is when your stomach hurts and you feel dizzy, like when you're on a boat. So there's the other word for that is seasick. So some people get seasick when they go on a boat, and some people don't. I feel very seasick when I go out on a boat. It makes me feel dizzy and nauseated, like I'm going to throw up. And so I don't like boats very much. And then our last one, we've got headache, right? We all should know by now what's a headache. So here's my idea for the rest of class. We're going to be the doctor. We're all going to be the doctor, and one student will tell us what are their ailments, and we have to decide what is wrong with them. Okay? So, who wants to go first? Who will be our volunteer?
To read or what?
To be the patient and tell us what are the ailments.
Could you just give me an example? You know, I recently entered the room and
of course.
I have no idea about your question.
Sure. So let's say, so here's some more, the ailments. I'm going to skip over this. So there are some questions. Where'd they go? Okay, that must be on a different page. Sorry. So you ask questions like, I'm the doctor, and I'll say something to you like, how do you feel? Or what's wrong with you? And then you'll tell me, well, I feel nauseated, I'm feeling dizzy, and I'm very sleepy or very tired. And then I'll ask you questions like, you know, what's wrong? What did you do? And then we'll figure out what's wrong with you, and we'll give you a diagnosis.
Okay.
This was my idea for today because I had a lesson planned, and then I lost it because my electricity went out. That's the best I can do. Okay, so.
Okay.
All right, so do you want to go first, Todd?
Okay, I feel a pain inside my head.
Okay.
And you know, I cannot concentrate. I'm about to fall on the ground.
Do you feel like you are going to throw up?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you eaten any food today?
Yeah, a fast food.
Oh, when did you eat this fast food?
No, early in the morning.
Did you drink any coffee?
No coffee, just Pepsi.
Do you usually drink coffee in the morning? No. Okay. Okay, so it's not a headache because of a lack of caffeine. Does your stomach hurt?
Yes.
Okay. And are you sweating?
A lot, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that you must have food poisoning.
Yeah.
I think you have food poisoning from the food that you ate today. Do you take any medication for anything?
I didn't take anything. I just ignored these symptoms, and I just stayed home.
Okay, well, I think you have to do two things. You need to take some Pepto-Bismol, which is, if you haven't taken it, this is I don't know if this is available in other countries, but in the United States, this is for a stomach ache, and it's like a big pink liquid that tastes really gross. I think you should take some Pepto-Bismol. I think you should drink some ginger tea to settle your stomach. And if you are sick, if you have to throw up, then throw up. And then drink lots of water.
Okay.
Because you don't want to get dehydrated. Okay? And don't have any caffeine, so no more Pepsi, okay?
Okay.
And then you can sue the company that gave you food poisoning.
Okay.
Okay, so call me in the morning to see if you're feeling better, and never eat at that restaurant again.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Is anyone, let's see, is anyone willing to be the doctor? Laszlo, will you be the doctor?
Yes.
Okay.
I will be a doctor.
And who will be our next patient?
I am.
Okay, Elcio. So go ahead, Dr. Laszlo.
Dr. Laszlo.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
Elcio.
Dr.
How can
Laszlo.
I help you?
Yesterday I drink some poison.
What type of poison did
I
you drink?
have no idea. It's a little green and it have a little smoke. It's acid.
And do you feel bad? And do you had headache?
I have headache. I have dizziness, and I have fever. I feel fever.
Fever. Yeah, I think you have poison poison diseases. I think your stomach have to wash in the hospital soon. I call the ambulance and go to the hospital right now.
Yes, they need to pump his stomach.
Pump his stomach.
Yeah,
Yes.
they need to pump his stomach and pump out the poison.
I will call to 911.
Maybe, are you feeling suicidal thoughts?
No.
Well, can you read? Do you know how to read?
I think the drink. I thought that each was a drink.
Oh, okay. So I know what's wrong with you. It's a simple solution. Your ailment is that you're very stupid. I'm just kidding, Elcio. Of course, I'm just kidding. I don't think
Kóden szájárcső,
Yeah. So I have a second opinion from Dr. Laszlo. Okay. Very good. Who will be our next doctor and patient? Let's see. Who wants to be the doctor this time? Maybe Elcio, could you be the doctor this time?
No.
No?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So maybe David, could you be the doctor this time?
Okay.
All right. And Natalia, will you be our patient?
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Hello, doctor.
Hello.
Hi.
How do you feel?
I feel really bad.
Why? What happened?
In this morning, I wake up with a really bad headache, and I have a runny nose.
Okay, runny nose.
I can't breathe very well, so I feel dizzy.
Well, let me see. I think you need to have some exams to see your plaquettes. How can I say?
Your, can you repeat?
Plaquettes.
I'm not sure what you mean. Do you want to type it in the chat?
When let me see. The doctor needs help.
Oh, okay.
Call the doctor.
So Google.
Doctor Google.
Platelets
The
in the
patient
blood.
thinks he
Platelets?
needs a second opinion.
So, like,
My doctor is some lost.
yeah.
Do you trust in this doctor?
Yes, I think he's looking for a second opinion. Let's see.
Yeah.
Have you been on a boat recently?
Yes, one day before.
Mm-hmm. And did you get seasick on the boat?
Yeah, it's not a good experience, you know.
Was it very sunny on that boat? Was it very hot?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And did you wear any sunscreen or a hat?
No.
I think I know what's wrong with you. I think you have heat stroke.
Heat stroke. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you got too much sun out on that boat, and you were feeling seasick, and so you're dehydrated. You need to drink more water, and you need to have some chamomile tea.
Chamomile tea. Okay. Okay.
And that will make your stomach feel better, and it will give you, it will help with your headache. But you should take a cool shower.
A cool shower.
To get the heat out of your skin. Otherwise, you'll keep.
My second doctor is better.
Yeah. Well, I agree with all of my colleagues. All right. So before we go, everyone, just for fun, I have a link for you to a sketch from a TV show called The Maya Rudolph Show, and it's you can watch the link on YouTube if YouTube works in your country, and it shows a man going to the doctor, and he doesn't really like going to the doctor. So hopefully you'll enjoy that and think that it's funny. So you can watch that after our class is over. And I think it's pretty funny because it shows the way that doctors always speak to their patients, which is to repeat everything that they say. They always go, very seriously. Okay, so hopefully you learned some new vocabulary today and got a chance to practice that. It is very useful to learn vocabulary for health and medical problems, because if you ever find yourself in a foreign country and you have to go to the doctor, you want to be able to explain what's wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. Yeah. I had that problem. I was in Germany and I had to go to the doctor and I was so scared, but it was just fine. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for coming to my class, and I've got 2 classes tomorrow around this time, so hopefully I'll see some of you there, and otherwise just have a great day.
Okay.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See